What's up, guys? ACCardShark back again. I forgot to mention in my last video, which you should have seen on Sunday, or within a day or so of Sunday, that I actually won the YouTuber of the Month for May from Jason Relaxation, and I thank you guys so much for showing up and voicing your opinions and helping me win that. So that's really cool. I'll show you a clip of it right about now.
Without further ado, the nominees were Jughead 2, Medeka 350, West Coast Customs, and Candy Tutorials, and of course ACCardShark. And the winner of them all was ACCardShark. He had about 20 people come over from his channel to vote for him. So that was like, whoa, that's a lot of people come over to support you, man.
Okay, guys, on to my recent pickups. The first one I got was from Gamefly. I had a $5 coupon. Every 3 months they give you a $5 off coupon, and I had this game already rented, and I picked it up. I already have it on the Xbox 360. I picked it up for PS3 because it's on the 360 I have the Platinum Hits version, and I really hate those. So I got this one. This is an original copy, an original release copy, and that's BioShock for the PlayStation 3. It's not the greatest hits version. It's not the red case. It's just the original copy, which is really awesome. I really was looking for an original copy of this game. Opening it up, game's not in there because I have it in my PS3, but it does have all the original books, everything else. It kind of has a really cool. You can't really see that with the glare. There you go. The Big Daddy's hand with the little sister's hand. So I thought that was kind of neat. And it has like some cool stuff on the booklet, a little bit different than the 360 version. Ended up getting this for $11. It was 16, and I used my $5 off coupon, so I got this for $11. And once I get moved and settled into my apartment, I definitely will either put up for a trade or for a contest or a raffle my Platinum Hits version for the 360 because I don't need it anymore. So if any of you guys are interested, and probably in a couple months or so, I'll have that ready to go. The other thing I got here was this big box, as you can see, real big box. And I went to some garage sales last weekend, a week ago, and I picked this whole box up, and I wanted to show you what came inside of this. And the first thing that was inside was a classic toaster-style Nintendo, which, as you can see, actually there's a game inside, which I will show you that later. I was testing it out. But there's a classic toaster-style Nintendo. I already have the one I had when I was a little kid, but I figured I could pick this one up. It's always good to have backups, or I can always fix them up and trade them on here, or sell them on eBay, or whatever. So that was a toaster-style Nintendo. When I started digging further into the box, I found a second toaster-style Nintendo. So there's actually two toaster Nintendos in here. This one's a little bit dirtier. There is some damage to this drawer right here. It's a little bit of not a crack, but like a little bit of a dent. So it's not in the best of shape, and I'm sure I'm going to have to really, really overhaul this one. This one's a little bit worse off. As you can see, the drawer doesn't exactly like close all the way. But I should be able to fix it up pretty nice and shine it up so it can start working again. So the box included two toaster-style Nintendos, so I was really stoked about that. And then I started digging a little bit further in, and it came with an original light gun, which actually, if you guys know anything about the Nintendo, there's two different style light guns. There's this one, which was the original one that came out in 1985, which if you take a look, you can see copyright 1985 right there, and this is the one with the gray handle and the gray barrel. The one I currently have, this is the one I had as a little kid. The one I have now is actually orange. The handle is orange and the barrel is orange. And that was the second version they put out, so I didn't have an original version anymore. So it was really cool that this came with that one. So it's the original style zapper that came with it. As to be expected, it did come with controllers. They're all original. They're all tangled is what they are. There's three controllers that came with the all original Nintendo licensed controllers with the power plug. No RF adapter, but those are pretty easy to come by. I mean, if you have a Super Nintendo, or I mean, I have a couple RF adapters I can use, so that's not a big deal. And then it also came with the NES Satellite, which it works through infrared. It's missing the receiver that goes with it. This is more from a collection standpoint. I'm not going to end up using this, but it has the 4 controller ports, so you can actually get 4 people into a game. It has some turbo buttons, the switch for controller to gun, and the power button. Only thing is, this thing takes 6 count them, 6 C-cell batteries. Those are real big friggin' batteries, the C-cells. Yeah, that's a monster. I'm not gonna invest in batteries for this thing, but it's cool just to have as part of my Nintendo collection. Again, that's the NES satellite right there. I've never had one before, so that's kind of cool to have to add to my Nintendo collection. And then it also came with a bunch of games, and I'll start going through those right now for you. The first one up is the gold cartridge of The Adventures of Link, Zelda 2. I've never owned Zelda 2, so that's really cool. I've got the gold cart for Zelda 1 and Zelda 2 now, so I really like that. This one is Mario 2, and as you can see, it looks like a dog got a hold of this one. I already have Mario 2, and as you can tell, it's really not going to be usable. I figure I'm going to hang on to this in case my original one happens to break or the chipboard fails. I can always unscrew it and use the chipboard from inside, because that, the dog couldn't get to that. That's still inside and untouched. So yeah, Mario 2. It's kind of damaged, but not a big deal. This one is Mystery Quest. I've never even heard of this one, never played it. I've heard some bad things after looking it up, but it's a game I don't have, so it's good for the collection. We have, of course, Mario Brothers Duck Hunt. I've got about 3 of these now. So if anyone out there needs a Mario Brothers and Duck Hunt, let me know. I've got 3. So Mario Brothers 3, I believe I have 3 of these now as well. So if anyone needs a Mario Brothers 3, I may do a raffle for my 500 subscribers, but who knows? The next one up is Donkey Kong Classics. And I already have this one as well, so this one could be up for trade in the near future as well. So if you guys are interested in that, just let me know. This one is called 8 Eyes. I've never heard of this one. Heard some bad things upon looking up information, but 8 Eyes, and it actually did come with instructions in the black sleeve, so that was pretty cool. This one, I've actually been looking, believe it or not, I've been looking for this title for a long time. It's Snoopy's Silly Sports Spectacular. Yeah, Silly Sports Spectacular. And the best one is when you're trying to balance the pile of pizza pies in your hand and you're trying to race across the finish line without dropping them all. That one also came with instructions in a black sleeve, so that was awesome too. Let's see what else I have in here. Another one I have duplicates of, and that is RC Pro-Am. I already have 1 copy of this, so this one, the label's a little bit jacked, as you can see. Label's coming off just a little bit, but the top's still there. Everything's good, so that one will be up for trade at some point as well. We have Tetris, which I also have 2 copies of. I already have this game as well, but this one actually came with instructions in the black sleeve, so again, that's a pretty good win. And I believe that's it. Yeah, that's all the games. At the bottom of the box, actually, there was a bunch of instruction manuals for games that weren't even in there. So I have one for Dr. Mario. I have one for Marble Madness. Wheel of Fortune Family Edition, which I actually have this game in storage, so that's cool that I've got the instructions for it. Casino Kid, a game that I really want to try to find someday. And the Karate Kid, which I do have the cartridge for in storage as well, so now I've got the instructions for it. So that whole package was one bundle that one person was selling. And I was really afraid to ask about a price because you saw how much came in. I mean, there was 10 games that came with instructions and all that kind of stuff. All these games, both Nintendo toaster styles, 3 controllers, the zapper and the power switch. I'm like, oh, this is gonna be a mint. So I go up to the guy and I was just like, how much do you want for that box of Nintendos? And he's like, I'll give it to you for $10. I almost fell over. I was like, you've got to be kidding. Like, I didn't say anything. I was like, okay, that's, I played it cool, basically. I'm like, that sounds good, sounds like a fair price and everything. He's like, oh, thanks so much and everything else. I'm like, no, thank you. Like, you gave me the deal. So, yeah, I got the whole box of stuff for $10. Both Nintendos, everything that you just saw was $10 for the entire thing. So, I call that a good deal. And BioShock for $11 is a good deal as well. So, pretty successful pickups. I know I don't have a lot of pickups as of late, and I have to really make the most for my money, so I think I did a pretty good job there. So that's about it for this recent pickups episode, guys, and once I start finding some more stuff, you'll start seeing the videos. So hope you enjoyed. Until next time, guys, ACCardShark. Take care.